Hello, everybody, and welcome to February 11th, 2022, and happy National Guitar Day. As you can tell by me, I like guitars just a little bit. I do my best at trying to play them myself, but it is one of my favorite instruments out there. So let's talk a little bit about the history of guitars, where they came from, and where we are today. So, in the 1300s, scholars generally agree that the guitar was first mentioned as far back as the 13th century. 1500s, the lute was introduced, and the viola Spanish 12-string, similar to our modern guitar, played primarily a stringed guitar style, which was present for the next 200 years. In the 1600s, the Baroque, a 5-string instrument, again similar to our modern guitar, had frets, higher sound than our modern day guitar. 1700s, the 6-string classical guitar with gut strings and similar tones to a piano. The 1800s, the guitar finally takes its shape and form of the modern guitar as we know it today. And in 1894, Gibson, who was known more for a mandolin-style guitar, hits the markets. The 1900s, guitars become a very popular instrument across the world. 1931 is the discovery of the first electronically amplified guitar. And in 1936, Gibson's first electric guitar, the ES-150, hits the market. 1940s, physics professor Sidney Wilson manages to create the first fully electric guitar. 1949, B.B. King revolutionized the way the electric guitar was used and created his own unique style. In 1951, the first bass guitar hit the market. In 1952, Gibson, in conjunction with Les Paul and Ted Hardy, actually designed the first solid body guitar with the axe as we know it. And in 1954, Fender introduces the Stratocaster electric guitar. So let's talk about some stats. What's in the name? The name guitar gets its original Greek words from the word Gitarra, which was used to denote a kind of harp. Jimi Hendrix was an experienced guitarist, and he played the guitar upside down because he was left-handed. He never even switched the strings on it. Les Paul had a rock and roll request in 1948. The guitarist Les Paul was in a terrible guitar accident, shattered his right arm and elbow. He begged surgeons to set his arm at an angle that would allow him to continue playing his favorite instrument. Space Ace gets a shock with legendary guitarist Ace Frehley and the electrocution during a Kiss concert on December of 1976. He lived to tell his tale, and he wrote a song, "Shock Me," which became his guitar god anthem. Is it still in tune? According to some sources, the world's oldest surviving guitar is more than 400 years old. It was built in the 16th century by a Portuguese man called Belchior Dias. So how can you celebrate? Well, why don't you just go out and take some lessons? If you've ever wanted to learn to play the guitar, there's no better day than today on National Guitar Day. Share what you know. Have you graduated from lessons to actually play? And dedicate some time in teaching a novice the basics. It's a good way to introduce somebody to the magic of creating guitar music and support your local artist. Right now, at this moment, the next generation of guitar talent is out there somewhere. They're most likely practicing their chops and in their garage and bothering their parents and their neighbors. So why don't you go out and find some of these and go watch a show. And as always, I'm going to ask that you take a photo of how you're celebrating today and post it to your favorite social media. Hashtag DPB Guitar 2022. Again, hashtag DPB Guitar 2022. And we thank you for spending another few minutes of your day here on the Daily Positivity Boost, learning how we can celebrate something every single day of the week. Have a great one, everybody. See you tomorrow.